If you are up-leveling yourself and it's starting to make other people uncomfortable, then you know you're on the right path. You know that you are making big waves, and that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to shake things up and inspire other people around you through your actions and through you pursuing what you want to pursue. And that in turn inspires a whole community of people who are looking at you. Hey, what's up guys? My name is Judy Arena and I help people manifest their dream life. So today I'm talking about what to do when you are going after your dreams, you're pursuing your passions, you're doing the things that you love to do, but maybe you're getting laughed at, maybe people don't quite understand what you're doing, maybe your friends and family are like, dude, like, what are you doing? Like, go back to doing the normal routine, doing the normal things, go back to your like old day job. So I know what that feels like. I think everyone kind of goes through this when they first start out in doing what they want to do. What I realized was that people just want you to stay in their level of comfort also. So like if you start, rising up to different levels that they're not quite there yet, they will want to keep you, where you are, because they don't want to lose you, or especially parents, they just want to keep you safe. Like that's all they want to do at the end of the day, is just to keep you safe, just to make sure that you're gonna have a good life on your own and that you can provide for yourself and all that stuff. And so when you start doing things like creating businesses or launching this or wanting to become something different, they're gonna get nervous about it, and that's totally okay. The thing is, you have to be okay with people not being comfortable with what you're doing, people not understanding, people not supporting. So you have to be really, really sure of yourself and have faith in the universe or God or whatever you want to believe in. And just leaning in on that in those times where you might feel really alone, you might feel like, no one's supporting me, no one understands me, this and that and all the other stuff. But you can either let that stop you and keep you small, or you can use that as momentum to be like, hey, I want to prove this to people who didn't believe in me, and I want to show myself that I can do it because I know that I'm capable, right? Use the pain as a fuel to your fire. So use that and tap into that sometimes when you need to, because this stuff isn't supposed to be easy. It's supposed to make you grow, and it's supposed to make you overcome challenges and make you believe in yourself even when no one else is believing in you. So I understand that this can be something that is quite challenging, quite difficult, really an obstacle when you are trying to pursue your thing. So what can you do about it? What should you do? My first piece of advice is maybe create a little bit more distance between the people who are like naysayers and haters, just because if whatever is trying to come through, or whatever, higher version of you is trying to come through, you have to make that space for it. And sometimes that calls for leaving some people behind, loving people from a distance, and just really being in a positive situation or in a situation that you can control. So there's some people I understand that you can't separate yourself from, for example, family or your husband or wife or children, things like that, right? So if you're trying to pursue different things and these people around you are they're not understanding, they're laughing at you, they might think that you're crazy, all this stuff. In that case, you just have to keep going. You have to keep pursuing what you're doing despite any challenges, despite the obstacles and the people around you and whatever they might say, because this is something that is much bigger than you, it's much bigger than them. And if it's really something that's important to you, you have to just keep going, and you have to learn how to pull yourself through even when it's really difficult, because things will get difficult, and that's a given. The first year or 2 years that I started doing my own thing, my Instagram profile switched from like modeling pictures and like doing modeling, and then all of a sudden I'm like doing YouTube, and then all of a sudden I'm like talking about, you know, positivity and like this, all these different things. So I kind of went through that journey of like change, and people in the beginning, when I first started to change my content, I was really scared of like losing followers, and I was really scared of like people not really understanding. And it's funny because the people that have stuck with me throughout the years, they're just now starting to like respect what I'm doing. They're starting to like send me messages like, hey, I love everything that you're doing. Because I think people can tell when you are in your purpose and when you are doing something that is, or pursuing like a dream or something that's so much bigger than you. I think people really respect that. So it takes a little while to get there. And it takes you just being persistent and consistent to keep doing what you're doing, keep putting things out there, keep, you know, just taking the steps, taking the necessary things. And I really think that it's important to put yourself out there when you're doing this. You know, find new people who are aligned with what you're doing and who want to do the same thing, or who are also actively pursuing their dreams. And because people aren't going to tear you down when they have their own thing going on. So it might just take creating a new circle of friends. It might take you know, isolating yourself just a little bit. You know, you could still go out and have fun with your old friends, but you don't want to maybe hang out with them all the time every day and talk to them every day. If this is a point in your life where you are doing something that's really important and that you are really called to do, it's time for you to be intentional about the people that you have in your life. You know, protect your energy, protect the people that you surround yourself with, and really start seeking out the relationships and the types of people that are doing, you know, similar things, doing their own dreams, doing their own thing, and launching their own business and doing things like that, because they don't have time to bring you down. They don't want to do that. So find people who are in alignment with what you're doing. Spend less time with the people who, you know, are naysayers and haters and don't understand. And then just keep persisting, keep being consistent with what you're doing, because you know, in a couple years they're going to see like, wow, like he or she is actually, you know, kind of inspiring, because they took what they wanted to do and actually did it. And like a lot of people don't do it. Like a lot of people don't do the things that they're passionate about. They don't do the things that they have on their hearts because they're scared, and they don't want to step out of their comfort zone. And so when they see someone that they know actually pursuing, you know, their dream and doing big things, then that will inspire them. Hopefully they take it as inspiration instead of like constantly being like bitter about it. And if they are, then that's someone that you can just leave behind, because you don't have to be friends with someone for the rest of your life. You don't have to try and keep yourself small just because it makes others uncomfortable. Just keep going and be really, really strong with the decisions that you make. Even if you're unsure and you're kind of figuring things out and you're kind of just, you know, trying different things, like that's okay. Just be okay with that. Like, be okay that you are you don't know what you're doing, but you are figuring it out, and you have faith that you will figure it out, and that you don't need other people's permission, you don't need their validation, because you're strong with who you are and what you have to do. You know, if you're someone that's going through this is totally normal, especially in the self-development journey and the self-growth journey, or like even in the entrepreneurial journey and like doing, you know, all the things. Like if you are up-leveling yourself and it's starting to make other people uncomfortable, then you know you're on the right path. You know that you are making big waves, and that's what you're meant to do. You're meant to shake things up and inspire other people around you through your actions and through you pursuing what you want to pursue. And that in turn inspires a whole community of people who are looking at you. Reflecting on, you know, when I actually went through this, I had some family members and like my friends at the time not quite understanding what I was doing. This might get a little bit lonely, and like I had to be okay with that, and I knew that I was meant for a lot more. So anything or anyone that tried to like stop me or block me, like I just didn't matter to me, because I knew that I had such bigger potential and I had something that was really important to me, so I wasn't going to let that stop me. However, 2 years later, 3 years later, when you keep persisting and keep doing that and you start to finally see growth and consistent momentum, this is when people start coming out of the woodworks and is like, oh, hey, Judy, I'm so proud of you, you know, da-da-da, love what you're doing. Like people that I met from like 2-3 years ago, and they never left a comment on any of my stuff until recently. So this is what happens, guys. Like, this is how it is. You have to be okay with it. You have to keep moving forward and just know that you're on the right path. And if you don't know that, you sit with yourself a little bit more, meditate, ask for help, ask for guidance, ask for that intuition, and really listen until it comes through. And then once you are in tune with your divine intuition and divine intelligence, infinite intelligence, source, God, whatever you want to call it, that's when you know that you're okay and that anyone else's opinions don't matter. And it's because you know that you're protected and you're on the right path, and you're all good. So anything anyone has to say, any human person has to say, they're coming from a place of their own, limited mindset and beliefs and all this stuff. So you have to be okay with that. All right, so I hope this helped you. If it did, please share this with a friend, share it to your story on Instagram and Facebook, tag me in it, and let me know in the comments, like, are you going through this? What else are you going through? Let me know what challenges and things you are struggling with so I can make more content that's tailored for you. Okay, and until next time, guys, I will see you later. Bye. So we were in the universe, excuse me, cat.